Hello everyone, my name is iGoRawr, and welcome back to my Liberator Guide to Everything. In the last episode, I talked about the utility, defense, and frame slots for the Liberator, and today we're going to be moving on to the main guns. So with that out of the way, let's begin. When it comes to the Liberator, you have four choices for the main gun. The default gun, the Shredder. The Zephyr,
Right along that paveway, right there, head ahead, tons of people. I'll give him credit, the Sierra putting up a hell of a farm tonight.
the Dalton,
Yeah.
and the Tickle Cannon, also known as the Duster.
God, wouldn't that be OP from hell?
Well, obviously you would turn
Right over there.
damage, kind of like the Lancer.
I can't even... how do you... this is so shit!
Here.
I can't even hit him!
Yeah.
So let's start with the Tickle Cannon, shall we? The Tickle Cannon is an anti-infantry gun with a clip size of 10 shots and 500 splash damage up to 2 meters. Now in theory, this gun would be excellent for anti-infantry, if it wasn't for the fact that the Tickle Cannon has the lowest accuracy of any gun in the game by a country mile, one of the lowest velocities, if not the lowest velocity, and some of the highest drop-off of any weapon in the game. If my recording hadn't got corrupted, you would now be viewing footage of me on the live server, strafing around duster shots. Yes, this gun is so slow you can literally run around the bullets. Do not use this gun. Moving on. Next is the Dalton. The Dalton is the anti-armor gun for the Liberator, and it hits very hard, but is totally useless against infantry. It's strong against just about any ground vehicle and can do a lot of damage to air vehicles if you manage to land the hit. In fact, it could one-shot an ESF, but that is very, very hard to do. Now when it comes to my personal feelings on this gun, I can't say I really like it all that much. I used to use nothing but this gun, but after all the nerfs, I found that the gun had very little to offer over the remaining two. However, I still think it is totally usable. Focus on ground targets and try to pick them off from a distance, or go in close for a hit-and-run attack. If you're going to tank bust, then use the main gun on a tank or any other ground target. This gun has the potential to have the fastest time to kill, but one missed shot or a sloppy tank busting job from your pilot can make it slower than the others. Run this gun with whatever sight suits you, although I do recommend the zoom, and make sure you got lots of extra ammo, because the capacity for this gun is very, and I mean very low. Next we have the Zephyr. The Zephyr is the anti-everything. Okay, look, I'm not gonna lie, the last patch fucked up everything about this gun. It went from the anti-infantry gun that could dish out some good damage against armor when you needed it, to this rounded thing that excels at nothing. That being said, I don't think this gun is completely useless. I just don't think it's anywhere near what it used to be. It is without a doubt the most rounded gun and can handle armor and infantry fairly well. The only thing that it struggles at is air. The low velocity and high drop-off makes it almost useless against aircraft. However, if you find yourself in a position over a hovering aircraft that doesn't realize you're there, this gun has the potential to do more DPS than all the other guns. Make sure to run this gun with a thermals, because anything outside 350 meters is just too far of a shot for this gun to handle. And although it may not be as bad as the Dalton, you're really going to want to stock up on ammo capacity for this gun as well. Finally, we have the Shredder. Now, for those of you who don't want to listen to the long, drawn-out explanation to this gun, I'm just going to make it short for you. It's good, more often better than all the others, but it sucks against infantry, and make sure to run it with extended mags. However, there's a very complex reason as to why this gun is more often better than all the others, and it has a little bit to do with how most guns in the game are balanced around killing armor. Picture yourself as a heavy firing rockets into any given vehicle in the game. You'll notice that the second to last rocket you fire at your target will usually leave it with a sliver of health and burning. This is a deliberate design choice to encourage teamwork throughout the game when taking out vehicles. If you test most weapons in the game that damage armor, you'll find this to be true, excluding a few weapons like C4 and tank mines, or when you hit a vehicle in the weak spot. However, this formula never accounts for guns with extended mags, and the few guns out there that are capable of damaging armor with extended mags are usually too inaccurate or have too low DPS for this to matter. However, the Shredder is very accurate and has high DPS, and that, combined with the extended mags, breaks the typical formula of leaving your target on fire while needing to reload once more to kill it, bringing your time to kill very, very low with what should have been the more rounded gun. This is probably the best example of imbalance in the vehicle game in terms of how many certs you put into your vehicle, but that's a topic for another day. Anyways, now that that's over, what should you use this gun for, and what should you put on it? This gun rocks against everything but infantry. Although it is outclassed by the Dalton's DPS by a small margin, there's much more room for error with this gun. It requires a lot less lead on your targets and is also much more effective against air if you're not one of these elite MLG never miss Dalton gunners. But if you are one of them, all the power to you. Make sure to run this gun with extended mags and whatever sight you're comfortable with, and you're also going to want some extra ammo. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next video where I'm going to be talking about the tail guns. My name is iGoRawr. I'll see you next time. Yeah, check it out, my Liberator's twerking.
Oh, dude. We got a twerking lib. She's twerking.
Seriously, I landed and my Liberator is now twerking.
Twerk it, twerk it, twerk it.
You see the back end of this thing?
Twerk, twerk, twerk it hard.
Like moving very
twerk,
slowly.
twerk, twerk it hard. I'm going with the beat. I'm twerking with it. My
What you
turret.
gonna do with that big fat tail?
My
Wiggle,
turrets.
wiggle.
Twerk the turrets with it. Twerk a turret. Twerk a turret.
Jesus.
Oh, we're fucking.
It's funny when I see him move.
Oh, goddamn, we're stupid.